A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, Las Vegas, Nevada, two asteroids collided and a star was born. Her name is Carrie Fisher, and she's here to present this year's Lifetime Achievement Award.
Debbie Reynolds has been like a mother to me. I feel like I've known her all my life. But when I saw her in the film Mother, I saw a side of her I'm proud to say I've never seen before. Not just because I didn't have to eat antique cheese and bad ice cream, but because I feel privileged to be even remotely the child of the woman who, with Albert Brooks's wonderful words and guidance, created this remarkable performance. But it wasn't enough that I admired her performance in this film, not to mention on stage in over 50 films in her life. It seemed now she was getting not only the reviews of a lifetime, but nominations and yet another star on the Walk of Fame. All she needs now is one more star to make up for her 3 horrendous marriages. No, it appears that my mother is a film star again, and I was in danger of disappearing into her ample shadow. So I did something drastic. I called George Lucas and asked him to re-release the Star Wars trilogy. And as he is such a good friend, he understood my plight. And so I've managed not to disappear entirely in the wake of this wonderful, talented woman on whose dust I am proud to dine. People have asked me if I knew she had this in her. Having been in her myself at some point, I can say with real confidence, you ain't seen nothing yet. So it is with great pride, and it is my honor to present to a woman who has come through it all, and as you can see, not only is still standing, but acting, dancing, singing, and giving me makeup and fashion tips for all she's worth. So in the words of my ex-husband, Paul Simon, here's to you, Mrs. Henderson.
Singing in the rain, just singing in the rain.
It was her performance in Singing in the Rain that made Debbie Reynolds a big name in movies. Debbie had become everyone's childhood sweetheart, and with boundless energy and a great talent for musical comedy, she went on to star in some 50 films along with TV shows and Broadway.
Hi, Debbie.
Shout hallelujah, come on, get happy. We're going to the promised land.
In the 70s, Debbie moved to Las Vegas to perform for a loyal crowd of admirers at her own hotel, casino, and show business museum. Then fate knocked on her door in the name of Albert Brooks, and he said, I think you're my mother.
Well, I don't tell you everything. It's not that important.
Not that important? Gee, Mother, I would think a man that you're intimate with is pretty important.
Dear, we're not intimate. We just have sex occasionally.
Oh.
It's 27 years since I made a featured film, and this is such a wonderful role that I'm really grateful to Albert to give me this part so I can be a working actress again.
I didn't pick out Debbie Reynolds because I wanted her to have a comeback. I truly felt in my soul she could play this part better than any human being living on the planet.
In '64, she was the unsinkable Molly Brown.
Look at anybody say I'm down. Look, I'm blinking.
Now at 64, she's the unsinkable Debbie Reynolds.
The unsinkable Molly Brown. Yeah. I'm gonna learn to read and write. I'm gonna see what there is to see. I ain't down yet.
Recently, Debbie received a second star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame because Mom always did like having 2 of everything. Mama.
really am overwhelmed, and I'm delighted to receive this Lifetime Achievement Award. I'm just glad I lived long enough to accept it. Of course, for me, just getting through life has always been an achievement. Some of you that are older realize what I mean. It's always been my feeling, you know, that humor will get you through almost everything. I've had 3 side-splitting marriages. First, oh my papa, oh my faux pas. She wrote it and I screwed it up. There's the shoe man, of course, and then, well, I haven't figured out the 3rd one yet, but that one's into too. But looking back at life, it's sort of a humorous way. You know, you have to have humor about it. There's all kinds of humors, farce humor, gallows humor, I think that they call it, but no one in my life was actually hung, which brings me to Albert Brooks. A man who was truly endowed with creative talent. She wrote that one too, Albert. And wit. I want to thank you for the wonderful role that you were so believing in me to give me. It's just a great part, and I like to thank you for letting me reveal my shy and controlling side. For 20 years, I was known as Tammy, the girl next door, and then for the next 20 more years, I was known as Princess Leia's mother. And now, I finally get my own identity back, and a week later, they released Star Wars. Thank you, George. It's enough with the Force. So, 40 years ago, it just seems like yesterday, I think it was 48, L.B. Mayer called me into his office and he said, Debbie, you're going to star in Singing in the Rain. And it never entered my mind that one day I'd be considered a distinguished film actress like Courtney Love. She wrote that too. No, but if by coming here, and I want to accept this Lifetime Achievement Award, if by my coming here just gets one more person to my hotel in Vegas, I'll be very grateful. Drop by anytime. Thank you.
Congratulations. May I have this dance? Wave to the people. Wave to the people. Yes,
Coming up on the American Comedy Awards, politically incorrect Bill Maher and Goldie Hawn.